Hey there, sexy soul. All right, we're here for another coffee and tarot. Go ahead and get you whatever cup of drink that you want. Tea, coffee, frappuccino, milkshake, smoothie. I don't care. Whatever it is that you want. Find a nice little spot to get cozy. Sit down. And let's relax and surrender to see if there is a message from Spirit for you today. I already got my, I did iced coffee. I inhaled this before I could even get started. So I still have some, but I guess in preparation I was just chugging it. So, all right, if you don't have your cup just yet, go ahead and make sure that you pause this, go get it, grab your blanket, cozy up, and let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start with Madame Endor's fortune telling cards. Okay. All right, so right out of the gate, they're asking you to be careful of who you're going to trust, be really discerning at this point in time. I feel like you're really close to something, some type of positive evolution that's going to be coming in. And it's almost as if it's like, you know what, you're so close, you're down to the wire. Be really careful. Don't open yourself up to either influence from other people's opinions, or even like sharing what you intend to do. Like, stay away from the details, like sharing those details, okay? It's almost as if you're going to be moving in silence here. And that, again, like it prevents interference from other energies. But it also allows you to be able to, I feel like that is something they're saying that will help this to come about faster, okay? Because we have beware who you trust and be meticulous and patient. And so sometimes, you know, when we're trying to process something or we're trying to figure out what the next step is, we might get to a place where we're discussing it. You know, that's one of the best ways to process, or you're excited about, oh, I'm going to try this. And, you know, just sharing any of that stuff with anybody. I want to say, and you know, I want to ask like, oh, well, anybody? And I actually feel that. I'm going to be honest with you. I even feel like the people that are closest to you, there's something about staying silent about this that allows it to unfold. Like, there's a sacredness to whatever this is, almost like leaving it untouched, so that it kind of unfolds. There's a beauty and a magic to the way that it's going to unfold. Yeah, there's not like, this is even like, it's not about withholding information. Like, let's say you're married or you have like a confidant or a business partner or something like that. It's not even withholding information. It is, I want to say that there's some like divine inspiration that's going to come about. And I also feel like you're going to know some things like premonitions. Like, you're going to get some information. Okay, there's a lot coming from these cards. You're going to get some information that you're just kind of going to know how something's going to happen. But I guess sharing it could alter the way that it unfolds. And they're like, no, don't touch it. Let it, like, one, there's this essence of you being able to, it's like confirmation for yourself on your level of intuition and discernment, like the mixture of the two. And it's and like a feeling of like, I know this sounds really weird, but like nobody having access to this gift of yours. Because I feel like they could, if it changes, let's put it this way, if you divulge whatever this is, or you discuss it, and it could be innocently discussing something, and it alters how something, because it'll alter how somebody else, like other people's energies, just by them being aware of it. So I don't know if there's somebody in your environment that, you know, it could get out, or if like you'll catch, listen to me, like, I feel like, okay, this is just how I'm going to explain it. Like, this is a lot. They're giving me like scenario. And I'm like, shit, okay, let's just combine this. You put that information out there, that frequency is visible for all other frequencies to see, okay? And whether it is someone that is close to you or not, it inadvertently can attract interfering energies, okay? And so they're saying not at all. Like, I'm getting a do not discuss this at all. Until it happens. They're saying until it happens, and at which point you're going to know the appropriate players and people to discuss things with, right? You will only discuss things with individuals that are actually involved in whatever this unfolding is that's about to happen, okay? But you're gonna kind of, you have an understanding, you have an idea, like a premonition of what is about to happen. And if the energies of the situation get interfered with, then it might, there's something that they want to happen. They want you to see just how well in tuned you are and watch things unfold. Like, your premonition is going to be so spot on. It's going to shaketh you. You'll be shooketh. And that is going to give you the boost of confidence that you need. But if we alter with the how it unfolds, by putting everything out there so that other energies can come and interfere, there is a sense that when things don't unfold exactly as you saw it, you will have less, like, it's not going to necessarily make you less willing to listen to your intuition, but you're just not going to understand and know just how on point and spot on you can be. Like, the point of this is to boost the level of confidence so great within your abilities, that it almost solidifies your knowing of how like, you don't want any, like, they want to boost your confidence, and they don't want there to be any room for you to be thinking, you know what, I usually get I trust my premonitions, or I trust my intuition, I trust the stuff that's coming in. However, it's not always exactly accurate, and so you dismiss a lot of it, and you just assume, oh, it'll come as it comes, and they want you to understand and recognize to the level that you're able to do this, because there's something in that that's going to be necessary for your trek forward. Like, your level of confidence within yourself needs to be exceptionally high. And so they want this to unfold a particular way. And so they're asking you that if you're getting hunches and notions and even premonitions like visions, to really keep it to yourself and be meticulous and patient. Utilize that energy to dictate how you approach the situation, but don't necessarily share that with others, and just wait for it to unfold how it needs to unfold. Okay, a long journey brings rewards. You're gonna see the benefit of this, and your luck will soon change. So just wait it out. That was a lot to try and, they're like, sometimes they give me scenarios in my head, and then like it's back-to-back scenarios being like, oh, it could look like this, it could look like this, it could, and I'm like, oh God, can I just sum it up in an energy? Can I just sum it up for them instead of, so we're gonna use Kipper Tack really quick. Yes, ma'am. I don't know why I said yes. Oh. Okay. They want you to accept an opportunity or something that's presented to you. So when whatever this is unfolds, You're kind of seeing this come in. You're kind of seeing and understanding. I feel like you're actually getting some details about it. You know, sometimes we can just feel an energy and it's like a major change is coming, and I think it's in the career field. And I feel like you, though, the way that they're showing it to me is you're actually picking up on some of the details of how it's going to unfold, and it's literally going to unfold before you exactly how you envisioned it. Like there's going to be some scarily accurate details. And so what they're wanting you to know is this opportunity or gift from the universe that's coming in is going to change things. Like it's going to be a final change. This isn't a like, and I think that's also like, keep it to yourself, because they don't want this to be, the level of confidence change that's going to happen for you is going to be one that like you will have this embodied. We always talk about, you know, it's one thing to know things and understand and have a intellectual understanding of what changes need to occur and why and what it's done to you and things like that. And it's a totally other thing for something to actually land and change at a deep cellular atomic level, right? Changing you at a DNA level. Like this is almost like, you know how trauma can be imprinted on within your cells and in your DNA. This change will be, once you get this level of confidence and you see your capabilities, this level of change that happens, it will be permanently embodied within you. It's one of those things where it's like, there's no turning back. Like once this occurs, and we've all had those aha moments where we can feel it so deep within ourselves. We understood it, we thought it, we believed it to a certain degree, but this is like embodying whatever this is now. And it's a change that you can't go back from. So that's why this is more of a final change, is what they're saying. So this opportunity, this gift from the universe for things to happen exactly how you felt and thought and envisioned, is actually going to, but I also feel a tangible, I gotta be honest with you, whatever this is also a tangible thing that's entering into your life, that you've been envisioning and seeing literally unfold within your third eye. If you hear the children in the background, I do apologize. When you have a 5-year-old and they are just happy-go-lucky, you just literally can't, you know. But don't worry, they're safe. My oldest son is watching him, and that's why they're being louder, and they'll get out, so. And I gotta be, okay, so mature women, I keep trying to tap into this, and this is more just about the wisdom. Like, Queen of Pentacles has an understanding of everything, and she can do everything. This is like a Queen of Pentacles type of energy. But, you know, the feminine energy is the as within. You know, the King of Pentacles is when everything manifests external to you that you knew internally, or that you have, it is that capability of as within, so without. So this is literally like, but they keep giving me the word wisdom, which I think it plays into this knowing that you have. And it's something becoming almost like a permanent way of operating from this point on. You're going to feel very limitless. They were saying this. They were saying this when I was trying to get ready for this reading. They kept giving me this whole like restricted and then unrestricted and then airy feeling. And then they kept giving me 12-12. And so 12-12 is a lot like a portal energy, right? Like walking through a portal into almost a feeling of a completely different existence, a different timeline, a different dimension almost of existence. And so whatever the wisdom that you garner from this event that occurs, and the way in which you recognize your ability to see things as they truly are and utilize both your wisdom and your intuition simultaneously, and the way that you execute discernment based upon that information, and it's to your advantage, is what they're saying, to allow it to play out. I hope this makes sense to somebody. It literally executing from this level of discernment, watching, like, the amount of wisdom you garner from following through in this situation as they're asking you to let it. It cuts out this imprisonment, this feeling of being trapped and not having the capacity to influence your circumstances, your environment, your situation. The level of confidence that comes from this, it literally puts an end to that. I want to say that you will feel lighter, more airy, more free and unrestricted. And it opens up the resources that need to come in. Yes, it brings in a lot of other individuals and social networks, but that's how. Be smart about this, is what they're saying. Let this unfold. Be smart about this. It brings in the resources and the aid and the help and the support that you're needing. I want information on that then. So because this thing is also like a premonition, so it's going to do something twofold for you. It's going to do something within your internal realm where it makes this completely embodied. Like, this is how you will operate, and this is going to be your lens from here on out after this thing unfolds. So it's really solidifying something for you, but it's bringing something very tangible in to your world, and that's what I want to know. It is a resource. I'm feeling a lot of energy from the mature woman, and I really want to find out. I want to see what that is. So whatever this is eliminates that imprisonment. Okay, and I am asking them to clarify this right here. We want to focus on this because I'm picking up a shit ton of energy off of that. If I cannot explain to you, like, of all the cards, and I am like, it is something that doesn't make sense in my brain, but energetically speaking, this is so magnetic and so powerful. And this just may be you. This is you owning and understanding your intuition, which the Queen of Pentacles would be the person that you don't become the Empress, right? Without being the Queen of Pentacles first, and having that mastery over your inner realm. Okay. You've come a long way, and you've really surmounted a lot of obstacles. There's something about this that is also about something from a distance, like long distance. Like, if we're talking materialistically, there's something long distance that's being brought towards you or guided towards you. The Moon card in the Lenormand can be about, it's a little bit like the Star in the Kipper, where it's about, fame and attention and things like that. But I'm also looking at like guidance. Like, this is something that you are being guided towards, and that's being guided towards you. And it's taken on, like, it's not something that's in close proximity. I feel like there's a distance, like an actual tangible distance here, but it's bringing in a life If there's somewhere you've been wanting to go, I don't know why this is coming in, just if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. If there is somewhere that you've been wanting to go that seems like it's far out of your reach, but it has been implanted on your heart. This could be a place, you know, you want to move across the country, you want to move to a different state, if you want to move, you know, or a move within to a person. If there's a person that you've been longing for, that they are not even close and there's no way for you to feel like you're like, I just don't see how this could happen. You've been getting premonitions about this. This could also be a job, like something that seems like a big leap, like it would take a lot to get to. There's something that you have literally had a premonition about. And they're asking you no more discussing it. So because we don't want to, here's the thing, I feel like you've discussed it before with certain individuals and people, but this is a little bit like, I'm so sorry, it's my little son, my little boy in the other room having fun. And so they're like, okay, what's about to come in, and the next steps that you will begin seeing in your premonition, which I feel like there's certain aspects and details you've not discussed. You've kind of done more of a roundabout, you know, if you've mentioned to anybody, but you've received some other things, and you're going to begin to see them unfold. And as they unfold, don't mention it. Don't be like, oh my God, I saw this. And get, you know, you might get excited and you might feel like you really want to tell somebody or discuss it and everything else like that. Even with people that you feel like you can trust, and they're like, don't do it. From this point forward, do not discuss this. So other people may be aware, okay? This is spirit trying to help you make sure this manifests fast. And the level of this is going to impact you on so many energetic levels. It's energetically and it's materialistically. It's within your world, your experience. Real life 3D changes are coming in. And it's something that it has been on your heart. You may not have been able to explain it. It may have felt like way too much for you to accomplish or for you to be able to attain. And you couldn't think of, I literally can't think of any way that this is going to happen. And they're saying, but don't worry, because what you aren't realizing is the path is going to be lit up for you, but you've been guided to this, and this is something being guided towards you. And so some of the premonitions you've been getting, and here's the thing, you've actually had a premonition of, this feels very empressy. I just got to be understanding, like empressy, high priestess, this is the divine feminine, but the crone, you know, maiden, mother, crone, like this is the one, like that's the energy. That's probably the best way to describe it. Such wisdom and understanding, both in you intellectually, in your desires, emotional intelligence, and just real world intelligence and spiritual intuitive intelligence. Like this is exceptional. You are a beacon for this information, and you have kind of like played around in your mind, even though you've never said it to anybody else because it might have sounded crazy. And you're like, you know what? This probably could happen if such and such and such and such happened. You have imagined the resources and the support, but those weren't imaginings. Those were actually premonitions. You're going to realize that some of that shit was premonitions, y'all. Like you're going to realize just how powerful you are. And it wasn't that you're so powerful you influence these things to happen. No, you are so open and receptive to the ways that this could happen. The spirit kind of fed you. Your higher self fed you how this is actually going to pan out. And you may have tried to dismiss it before, but it's no. Whatever was stopping you from making this happen, and it's literally, it's like a final change. Like it's going to happen. Like this is so, it is so. Be patient, meticulous with how this comes. And you have been patient and meticulous. So it's going to change. This is going to come in. Something that you've seen in your mind's eye, it's coming in, and it has been on your heart. Even though you couldn't tell how to do it. You were like, I just don't see how this is going to pan out. It seemed like the obstacles were insurmountable, and it's something at a distance. Whatever this is, I feel like there's a gap between you and it. And I know it seems so, like it's not just, I feel like there is going to be like environmental changes for you. If this is like wanting to do a course of work, then you will change for that work, or a course of study, you will change your environment. the resources to get there. I feel like it wasn't just energetic blockages, it was real world blockages and distance between you and whatever it is that you're wanting, and that but you have felt drawn to, okay? And so they're saying, just be clever about this. Keep it to yourself. Watch it unfold. And as it unfolds, you're going to realize just how on point what your premonition gave you was, that you'll know, keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything else, because you know what's coming down the pike. You're about to start seeing the evidence of this, and it's going to take you back. It's going to feel exciting and invigorating, and you may want to discuss it, but they're saying not a word, not a peep. Not a word, not a peep. Let the universe amaze you. You are going to be amazed. And those limitations, this gift is removing all of that. And those resources are coming in. It is so. Those resources are coming in. And like the Empress, you are attracting it to you. It comes to you. I'm not touching that. That's all we need to know. I hope this was beneficial, and I would, one day when we are allowed to discuss it, I would love to discuss how this showed up for you. Until then, have a fantastic and wonderful day.